Hello everybody, this is Cheri at djsundry.blogspot.com, and today I am going to share one of my planning projects for 2021. Now this is a little bit about planning, it's a little bit about something else, so hang on with me for a minute and we'll get into that. I'm in this project, I'm kind of combining the different things that I find relaxing, that I'm able to kind of take my brain away from things that are going on and really just kind of focus. It gets me outside, but also it stirs my creativity a little bit. So the first thing is I have these books. I actually have 3 of them. I bought them, I don't know, a couple years ago. They're the Life notebooks. This one is a lined paper. This one is also lined, but in a different color. Really smooth paper. And then this one is a grid. So last year, for the first time in a long time, I started a little garden. Now, it was just a few herbs. It was a container herb garden. I really don't have space in where I live to have a regular garden. But I wanted to have herbs. So I planned this little container garden, and that's when I covered this because that's what I was going to do with this book. But that's as far as I got, was the cover. So this year, I actually purchased more containers and more plants and really set things up. But if you haven't bought plants lately, they don't come inexpensively. So I really wanted to do a journaling project, so I really keep on track of what is working, what isn't. So that's where my book came in. But of course, because of the crafty side, I wanted to do some crafting in it. So I started out with some watercoloring. I followed a tutorial from YouTube, and this is nothing like her tutorial really, but I used the process that she used, and I will put the link in. It's Creation CC. And I'll put the link to the video that I watched that kind of gave me the idea of how to do these particular type of flowers. And I did the flowers, and then I just hand wrote in there Garden Journal 2021. So then we get into my container gardening, and I want to encourage you. I am not a master gardener at all. I'm just trying to hope that they survive this year. So that's why I really wanted to plant, or really wanted to really do some research to learn what I'm doing. So I took the different containers that I did, and I took pictures of them, and I snapped them, or I put them in my selfie program, and I did 6 to a sheet, and I cut them into little 2x2 photos. So they were perfect in here. So I have a photo of most of the plants that I have on those that are plants. I did have some seed things. And then I just did a uniform thing throughout where I put in what the plant name was, what the container size was, the date that I planted it, what type of sun and water it needs, and what I did to feed it, if it was companion planted with another type of plant in the pot, some notes about harvest, and then anything else I wanted to add. And I did that on all of the pages. So as you go through, you can see that I have each of my different pages here. Some of them have more notes, some of them have fewer notes. It just kind of depends on what I needed to learn about those plants. And then as I get finished, it also gave me, in my other notes I put, you know, if it's an annual or perennial, if it's a perennial, what I need to do to winter it, each of those things. Because it is a container garden, even though I had some perennials in my herbs last year, none of them survived. And so obviously I needed to learn what I would need to do to bring them in from the harshness of the winter time. So I went through and I did that on all of my little plants. And then this is my little box that I put beans in, so there aren't any plants showing up in those yet. And then this one I didn't have a picture of, and it would just be another empty box because those are seed planted. So I tried to the best that I could find the information on the website from the plant company, but if I didn't know the name of the plant company, then I just used, most of what I got was from gardeningknowhow.com, although I did get a few from the Bonnie Plant Company. So then as I go through the season, I can add more notes in here as I go, and then I can also, if I run out of room, just keep going through my book, and then as the plants grow and the planters fill, I'll go ahead and add more photos in here just so I can keep an eye on what's working, what's not working. So just a brief video kind of showing you an idea of organizing a garden journal. This goes right in my A5, or I'm sorry, my B6 cover, so that it can be there with my normal planner stuff, because it's just another insert for my planner. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the summer produces in my garden, and then I'll be sure and journal it so I know what to try next year, what to change, what to keep the same. So that's it. Just a simple little garden journal, but still something that's pretty, something that combines doing the different things that I like to do all into one little project. So thanks so much for stopping by today, and remember, take some time to enjoy the little things. Have a great day. Bye.